Everyone, it's Bree and I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the SpiegelMom Scraps design team. And I am going to be working with this beautiful sequin mix designed by a fellow sparkler who is Sarah Scraps. And she designed this beautiful mix and I'm so excited to be using it today along with the Noteworthy collection by Pink Fresh Studio. I already chose a pattern paper from that collection and I've prepped it with some white gesso. And now I'm going to be applying a little bit of mixed media using some shimmers products. I think I have an Inklings and Beats Me, a Shimmers, I think Till the End of Time. I'm sorry, I can't read it from there. And a Spritz, I think that's Tuscan Sun. I believe that's what they are. So yeah, I am just applying the colors on and just painting them on along with some splatters, keeping it, for the most part, somewhat minimal, not too much. I just want a little bit of color peeking out underneath my layers. So if you're like me, I struggle with frames. So puffy frames, chipboard frames, paper frames, any kind of frames that come in collections. But one of my favorite techniques to use to use the frames is creating shakers. So usually when the frames do not have anything in the middle of them, you can just leave them on the acetate that it comes on. But these actually have little icons in the middle. So I took those off, or I took the frames off and applied them onto some acetate from my stash. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin foam strip around my frame to create a place for my sequins to sit. So I'm just using some thin foam tape that I got on scrapbook.com. You can also use a foam, the narrow foam strips that I also love by Doris, or you can just take fun foam or adhesive tape and trim it down to however width or whatever width you need. I just like these because they're super convenient and super fast. So I'm just applying the foam tape on the last frame, and then I'm going to use my EK Success powder tool, and I'm going to rub it around the acetate to minimize static. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my little craft spoon and spoon in all of the sequins. And they're just so pretty and match this collection really nice. So I'm going to spread those sequins in quite generously, almost using the entire package up. And yeah, so like I said again with frames, honestly, I have a hard time using them. I don't know what to put in them. Other than photos, I mean, I guess you could put embellishments in them. There are a number of different ways, and I know there's a lot of inspiration out there. I just personally struggle with it. So my favorite technique is to immediately make frame or shaker elements, shaker frames, shaker pockets with them. And they're so fun, and it's so simple and easy, and you can get a lot out of them, and they are very quick and easy to make. So I've backed each frame with some vellum, and I'm going to show you them up close, and I love how they turned out. They're so cute, and they're so vibrant, and the sequin mix looks so pretty inside of them. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to start creating the rest of my page. So my mixed media has dried overnight. I went ahead and put it under some 12 by 12 paper pads that Missy had suggested on one of her videos a while back to help flatten out the warping of the page. Pink Fresh Studio, if you've worked with their pattern paper, it's very thick as it is, but it did still warp because I did add quite a bit of gesso and some water. So this is the general layout or design of my scrapbook page, and I've kind of made somewhat of a grid design, not really. I just went ahead and put one of the frames over my photo, and I'm also embellishing around each of the frames and adding some dimension and some layers and tucking things in here and there. Another technique that I love using floral pieces, tucking them behind things. And yeah, I think that's basically, I think I basically explained what I was doing. So yeah, I'm just going to start adhering things down once I kind of figured out where I was going to put everything. And I'm very pleased with how it turned out. And I love the color of this page. And I'm sorry if you can hear some background noise. My son is out in the driveway skating, and he's quite loud. And my craft room is right in front of the driveway. So I apologize if you can hear him. All right, so I'm adding some dimension to this bike. I know it really doesn't have anything to do with the photo. I honestly struggle with that. I think that, in my opinion, I have a hard time adding things that really don't have to do with the photo. I mean, it is a photo of him about to go to school, so I guess it kind of could, but so I don't know, it just kind of fit really nice there, and I thought that I could maybe get away with it. So yeah, and this was crooked, so I peeled it up, and usually things like that don't bother me, but for some reason that one was a little too crooked, so I had to fix it. And so I thought, okay, since I fixed one and your ruler's already out, just go ahead and make sure this is not crooked as well. All right. I thought I was going to use that green camera, or do I? I guess I do. I thought I didn't. All right, so yeah, and I'm sorry for all of the ums. This is, I guess when I tell myself I'm not going to say them, I think I say it a lot more. But anyways, I hope y'all are staying safe, healthy, and well, and staying home if you're able to, and just hanging in there through this difficult time. I know it's very hard. I am actually I kind of was growing up a big extrovert, and in my later years, I'm more of an introvert now, so I'm not too affected. I don't mind being home. I actually love being home, and I love that my kids are home right now, but it is hard not to be able to go out, and it's very scary. And anyways, I just hope that this layout and this process video brings you a little bit of inspiration and something to watch and something that's cheery and bright, and I hope it finds you well. I sounded like Sue's Fish for a minute, and I love her so much, but oh gosh, I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm really not doing anything that is crazy to explain. I'm just adding some tangled thread in 3 different areas, and added a couple, a wood button and a flare. And let's see, what else am I adding? I don't think I add too much. I do, of course, I always do my journaling off camera because I tend to put my face really close to the page, and you guys don't want to see the top of my head. So yeah, just adding some extra adhesive, and I think I'm almost done. Yes, I do add a few little clusters of these beautiful enamel dots to give it some extra. But I hope you enjoyed this process. I hope I've inspired you. If you struggle to use frames like I do, I hope that you make some shakers with them. Don't forget to use my code Brianna15 to save you 15% off in the shop. Here is my final photo. I had so much fun creating this. I hope y'all are doing well, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.